Okay, and we're live.
Yay!
Hello. Hi, everyone. So this is my first live show, and I'm so happy to be spending time with Abigail from Abigail's Cup of Tea. So, hello. How's it going? Is that Hugo in the back? His paw?
He's right here. Oh no, come here. Don't be shy. Come on. For once in his life, he's being shy. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, and Olivia, she's coming.
Hi, Olivia.
Say hello. Oh, she's so good. Say hello.
Oh, look at her. She's so cute.
Oh, and we have a couple of people saying hi.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Kristen. Hey, Angela. How are you guys doing? We're so happy that you're here.
Yeah, thanks for joining us and our cats.
And our cats. Is he playing with the toy?
Yes. Come here, honey. Come here. Say hi. There we go. He's very hyper.
Oh, hello. Oh my gosh, they're meeting each other.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. It's too much for Olivia. She just like ran away.
I know, same with Hugo.
Hello.
Hi guys.
Hi. So Kayla says Hugo is so big now.
He really is. It's insane. He'll be 5 months on Monday. So yeah.
Oh my gosh. 5 months already?
Yeah. I
And
know.
how old was he when you got him?
I think it would have been 3 months. Yeah. No, 2 months? Wait, we got him June. July,
So. Yeah, oh my gosh. It just feels like he's been like a part of your life for so long.
I know. Yeah.
And he just follows you around everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much. He's the clingiest cat I've ever had. So no complaints, though. I love it.
I love it too.
Yeah, so.
Angela, so just got back from the annual vet checkups for my 2 kitties, Jewel and Topaz.
Aww. I hope they're good. I hope everything went well.
Same. Cats.
Love the cat emojis. Yep.
So I have Olivia. So Olivia is my cat. She's now like 15. Yeah, she's like 14 and a half or like 15 years old. And so Abigail has 3 cats?
Yes. Mm-hmm. We have Hugo. So here's Hugo, and he's our youngest. And then we have Ellie and Luna. Ellie is turning 6, and then we don't know how old Luna is because we didn't have her as a baby, and we got her from the shelter. So, but yeah.
And if you could like say what your cat's personalities are like in like one word or like a couple of words, what would you say?
Well, I can tell you they're Hogwarts houses because I feel like that would probably like sum it up well. So Hugo and Luna are Ravenclaws, and then Ellie is Slytherin, like my husband Harold.
And my partner is Slytherin as well.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're both like
Hufflepuff Slytherins.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What is it called? Slytherpuff?
Yeah. Slytherpuff. So yeah, Ellie loves Harold. Like they're 2 of a kind. And
that's so cute.
Yeah. So she's our most independent cat, and then Luna is very quirky, and then Hugo is, I would say, sweet. Yeah.
So they all sound pretty like true to their names.
Yeah,
I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that Olivia is definitely a Hufflepuff.
I could see that.
You know, she loves gardens. Yeah. She loves, you know, She totally is, and she's very, very like sweet and kind, and there's probably a little Ravenclaw in there too.
I could see that too. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's so sweet. I love her.
I love all the cat love.
You're in the right
Yes.
place. We are obsessed with our cats. I think that's how we originally like became friends on Instagram, right? Because I was like,
Yes.
I saw Olivia and I was like, your cat looks like my cat Margot. And then we just kind
Yeah.
of became friends through that.
Yeah, exactly. I think that you were one of the like very early people too that ever commented on like my post. And then
Oh,
obviously you had mentioned Margot, and I was like, this she Abigail is my people. So
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
hello,
Hi.
Charmaine. Hi. Yeah, and so actually, okay, so I'm like really excited about your readathon that's going on between you, Olivia, and Zoe.
Oh, thank you.
So
Yeah,
that's the
we're so
sweater weather.
mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when is that again?
October 21st through the 27th, and I just put my TBR together today, so I'm gonna film that soon. I'm excited.
How do you even condense like all the books to read during autumn? Like
That is a good
it's
question.
it's like all the books are like autumn books.
That is so true. Yeah, I was like, I kind of wanted to split it like cozy and like scary. So I, yeah, I just kind of narrowed it down, but I'm very happy with my picks. I'm very excited. So
You always have really good picks.
thank you. I get a lot of recommendations from Instagram. So a lot of people help me out, but
It's so useful in that way that you can have like a little like question and then ask for people to give recommendations, which by the way, if you guys have any, then please feel free to recommend away
yeah.
for books. I don't have my TBR yet,
Mhm.
but there's a lot like there's a lot of potential.
Oh yeah, you have like introduced me to a lot of like upcoming like autumn reads and Christmas reads too. So
I'm so excited for the holiday swap.
holiday. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that one looks really cute. And I think another one I have to read is called The Mistletoe Project, which
Oh, that,
also sounds like really cute.
yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Charmaine. So Charmaine said, very much looking forward to the readathon too. I still need to put together my TBR.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's so exciting to see like everyone else excited.
I saw your post and I could just feel like the like excitement about it
Yeah.
because okay, so is that a candle? Sweater weather?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
such a brilliant name for a readathon.
I I can't remember if it was Olivia or Zoe who came up with it, but I can't take credit for it. But we voted on it, and I was like, yeah, I love that. So
That's such a brilliant name. Hi, Jessa. So, which readathon? The sweater weather. I don't know why I have an issue. Like, it's difficult for me to speak in general, I think.
I know Olivia said the same thing. She was like, when I was putting together my announcement video, it was like a tongue twister.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely is. Ace Cozy Mystery Books. Oh, do you like cozy mysteries?
I don't know if I've read any. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I feel like all the mysteries I've read are like more like thrillers. So I don't think I have read. Maybe I have and I can't think of any, but
I have just kind of gotten into it in, well, for the last like 2 or 3 years. But
yeah.
basically, it's just like these mysteries, and like it's not like very like it's not like a thriller, and it's not like very like scary. It's
Right.
just like a little like murder mystery, and you try to solve the case, and oftentimes there's like baking or just
Ooh,
like cupcakes or whatever just like thrown in there that make just such like a cozy sort of vibes.
that's so cute.
Yeah, and, one of my favorites is called, A Tale of Two Tabbies.
That sounds cute.
Yeah, and it's by Kathy Daly, and she's like an author, who does, like, a whole bunch of cozy mysteries, and she has this one sort of series called Whales and Tales, because there's, like, I think a little, like, pastry shop or something by, like, the beach.
Ooh,
So whales and tails, and there's a lot of cats.
love that. I was actually at Barnes& Noble yesterday, looking for books for my TBR, and I looked at there's like this whole section of like cozy mysteries, like with cats on the covers. And I was looking at it,
Yes,
but I didn't know where to like begin. I was like, I don't know like which one to pick, but
there's
there's
so
so many.
many. Oh, they're just, like, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm not gonna stop saying that. Oh, romantic comedy books. I love rom-com books.
I've really gotten into those this year
I can
specifically.
I can see that on your TBRs. Which has
Yes.
been your favorite so far?
Well, the one that I'm gonna read, like for our reading sprint, is the Unhoneymooners.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So this is actually a buddy read I'm doing with my friend Taylor.
With Taylor.
Yeah, so her username is Book of Flicks Taylor. And she really was the one who got me into rom-coms because she bought me Beach Read by Emily Henry for my birthday. And from then
Yes.
on, I was like, this is my thing. Like, this is this is it. I love this.
They're so good, and, the good thing okay, so there's different, like, tropes. I have no idea if I ever say that word right, but
That's
there's
how I
so
say it.
many.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite is enemies to lovers.
Yes. Same.
It's so cute and, like, grumpy, like,
Yes.
sunshine.
Yes.
I love it. I really, really love it.
Me
It's just
too.
hilarious, and the Unhoneymooners has, like, quite a bit of that.
Oh yeah. I also really love the fake dating, which the Unhoneymooners has like both, like the enemies to lovers and the fake dating, so or fake married. But
Oh, right, it's a fake marriage,
yeah.
'cause it's a fake honeymoon.
Yeah. It's good.
Now I remember.
Yeah.
Angela, I think she's referring to sweater weather
Yeah.
as one of the best fall candles. I need to sniff it.
It's really good. That and Leaves is really good too.
That
Yeah,
and
Bath and
leave.
Body Works.
Yes, Bath and Body Works. The Unhoneymooners is on my TBR for this month.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's so good. I'm only 6 chapters in, but I'm obsessed.
It's well, we read it for our book club, and there were quite a few of us that just, like, really, really liked it. Not it wasn't unanimous, but, like, I really loved it. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, it's really funny.
So Kayla says, "The Unhoneymooners is so good. There is a Harry Potter reference in it that just made me smile." I can't remember what that reference is. Where did you just, like, go by it?
I think I wrote a Post-it note on it. I did! And she was like, "You are
Oh my gosh.
Voldemort." And then I put, "Love a good Harry Potter reference." And then I said, if I were to sort them, I think Ethan would be in Slytherin and Olive would be in Gryffindor.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What is that? Slithergriff?
Slytherdor.
Slitherdor?
Slytherdor.
Slitherdor, that was right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Grifferin? It just
Yeah.
doesn't roll off the tongue. People We Meet on Vacation was the best and funniest romance
Oh,
I've read.
you read
I
that one
really
recently.
enjoyed it. Yeah, I have it somewhere around here. But yeah, I thought it was super cute.
Yeah, that was a slow burn.
It really was
Yeah,
over like years.
like slow burn.
Tell me what you really think.
Yeah. No, but I love Emily Henry. Yeah,
Yeah, she's really good and really funny. So Kayla, I love enemies to lovers favorite trope.
so good.
So good. Charmaine, I love both the fake dating trope and enemies to lovers. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
And
Me too.
that's just like the perfect kind of blend of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So Olivia's back.
Hi.
Hello, hello. Okay, let's see. So, like, usually if I just have like a blanket, then it just like attracts Olivia to come by, which
Yeah,
is like super, super like handy. Okay, no, no. She's like, too much, too much.
too much.
Okay. Hey, Charmaine, do you prefer beach read or People We Meet on Vacation? I've only read beach read, but really liked it. So I haven't read both, but you've read both, and I think I know which one you enjoyed
Okay.
more.
I did like, so I read People We Meet on Vacation first, and then I read Beach Read, and I did like Beach Read the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Was
yeah.
it like what kind of what was like the biggest difference between them?
I think, and this is definitely like a personal attachment to Beach Read because I wasn't originally a huge fan of romance, and neither was Gus.
Uh-huh.
And then January kind of showed him, like, I don't know how to explain it. January kind of like helped him like fall in love with the genre, and I too was falling in love with the genre at the same time.
Ah, okay.
And so I had that connection. Like, I feel like January, as she was helping Gus fall in love with romance, she was also helping me fall in love with the romance genre. So I had that like personal like
Oh,
tie-in with it, and I was like, this is such a special book for me because it was like a turning point for me falling in love with like rom-coms.
oh, I love that.
Yeah, so it's really just a personal thing, I guess, but
Yeah,
that was why.
yeah, totally. Sometimes they can be really hit or miss, like romance,
Hmm.
I find. Um but I'm starting to enjoy it just a little bit more, just kind of knowing what I like, I guess what appeals in romance and like what
Right.
the different tropes are.
Hmm.
Do you like the friends to lovers? Because that's People We Meet on Vacation, right?
Yeah. I want to say maybe that's the only one I've read where it's friends to lovers, so that's my only
Oh
like
yeah.
experience with it, I think. But I guess what I didn't love with it was just how long it took for them to get together.
It definitely is a very slow burn.
Yeah, but some people do really like the buildup, you know?
Yeah, I think what I really liked about it was the different like timelines,
Mm,
like
yeah,
how it would go from like it would go back to like 10 years ago, and then it would go to present, and then it would go to like 9 years ago. But that can also get a little repetitive after a while.
yeah. No, that was nice to understand like their history together and stuff too.
Yeah, because
So,
like the whole time you're trying to understand like why they fell out.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it takes a very long time to figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Olivia. Yeah, Olivia, she comes in, she goes out, she kind of does her little thing. Okay, Charmaine, that's so cool, Abigail. That's beautiful about the personal connection you had with the story.
Thank you.
Definitely. Angela says Pride and Prejudice for the win.
I've
And
never read it.
have you read Jane Austen?
No, I haven't.
I've only read one book, and that was Emma, which I had very strong opinions about.
Really?
Yeah,
Is
there
it
was a lot. There was a lot about the pork loin.
mm,
You have to read it to get it, I think.
okay.
It's just like their day-to-day sort of lives, and it's actually okay, I think Clueless, is it Clueless? Clueless is based off of Emma.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. I haven't seen Clueless in a long time. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's cool.
Yeah. I struggle with romance novels, although I am a sucker for a romantic comedy on film. Totally. I love what's it called? You've Got Mail?
I saw that one a long time ago.
Yeah,
I
You've
don't
Got
remember it that
Mail. And just like any Christmas
well.
themed romantic comedy, I love.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
It sounds weird, but I'm not a huge movie person, so it's actually kind of hard to think of one. That sounds so weird, but
No, no, it doesn't.
yeah, I
You're
really can't think of one off the top of my head.
yeah. There's just so many. I used to watch them quite a lot, uh before, like Julia Roberts rom-coms and that sort
Mhm.
of thing, like old school rom-coms.
You know, it's funny, and this is funny because Harold is like a Slytherin and I'm a Hufflepuff, but Harold's the one who loves like romantic comedy movies.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I
Yeah?
remember when I first met him, he had like the movie poster of 50 First Dates like in his room. He loves rom-coms.
Oh my gosh. Okay, is 51st Dates the one with Adam Sandler
Yeah.
and Drew Barrymore?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I love that one.
That's a good one.
It's so sweet.
Yeah.
At least I remember it being very, very sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Charmaine, You Have a Match is also a friends to lovers story. That's the only one I can think of. Have you
I,
heard of You Have a
yeah.
Match?
That sounds so familiar. What? But I can't think of. You have a match. Why does that sound so familiar? I have to look it up.
Yeah, I'm sure like it's sort of probably circulated around Bookstagram.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. Oh, you have a match. Yes, yes, yes. I read that one. It's
Oh,
a young.
you did?
Yeah, it's a young adult. I was thinking adult. So I was like, what is that? But yeah, it's a young adult. Kind of like it's kind of like The Parent Trap.
Ah, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Um, and oh, this is so cute.
The Switch. I started
So
the
good.
audiobook, but I didn't finish it. I didn't make it far, just no
Just
reason.
like
But
started.
yeah, I just didn't finish it. I need to finish that.
Yeah, it's really, 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 really cute. The audiobook, I loved how like the grandmother, like how her voice was acted. She was just so like snarky, and I just loved it so much.
Yes. I did like that. I was like, I love when audiobooks have more than one narrator. I just love that.
Me too.
Yeah, it makes it seem so real. I don't know.
Right? And it's like more dynamic, I find.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, oh, I forget. I think it's called the Illuminae
Mhm.
files.
Mhm.
They have like a cast
Oh,
of like different voices. Yeah.
that is awesome. I wish every audiobook had that, to be honest.
Oh, that would be so good.
Yeah.
And have you read Nevermore?
I haven't finished that one. I started it like a while ago, but I still haven't finished it.
The audio book for that one is really, really good.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I'll see if I can get that.
Let's see. Okay, so 50. I love thrillers, mystery, crime, true crime, self-help, psychology with a sprinkle of YA and fantasy. So that's
Mm,
a quite a range, which is great.
that is great.
Okay, so what book are you reading today?
So I am reading The Unhoneymooners.
Yes.
Yep.
And I'm gonna read The Night She Disappeared by
Ooh.
Lisa Jewell. Yeah, it's this is a thriller, and basically like a couple goes missing, and kind of like around like like a university, like small or college, like small town. So they
Mhm.
go missing, and then a couple years later this woman named Sophie moves kind of around that area with her husband. And so in her backyard, she is sort of like investigating what had happened. And there's a pole, and it says, it's like stuck into the ground, and it says, dig here. And that's kind of what you're trying to figure out what happened and like
Mhm.
what is actually like hidden like beneath the ground. So it's like, it's very easy to like lose yourself in, and it's just like such a I'm just like loving it so much.
Oh, that's so good. That sounds really good. Even you just telling me about it, I'm like, yeah, what else? Like, you can keep telling me.
It's so good. And Lisa Jewell, she's also written I think Then She Was Gone.
I haven't
And
read
this
that
is
yet.
Oh, it's really good, and this also has, like, a change in, like, the time frames, but,
Mm,
like, you'll read a little bit, and then you get, like, this little sort of nugget, and then you have to go back to the relevant time period it was in, and so you're just constantly kind of, like, weaving through, and the story is uncovered that way, just, like, little bits here and there, so it's so good.
that sounds really good. Oh, man. I love that we're, like, reading, like, different types of, like, genres.
Couldn't be more different.
Yeah, even the covers, like, totally different vibe.
Completely different.
I like that, though. It keeps it interesting.
I would agree.
Um,
Okay, so let's see. That Lisa Jewell book looks like my style. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good that I probably would like recommend it to people who don't even like read thrillers.
wow. Yeah.
But I haven't finished it yet, so I might just get to the end and be like, eh. But I don't think that's gonna happen with this book.
Yeah. Usually you can tell, like, as it's going, you're like, this is good." Like, yeah.
Usually you can tell.
Mhm.
Okay, Olivia, do you want to read? I think she wants to read.
Okay, so should we set, like, a timer or
Yes.
okay.
I read Then She Was Gone too, so good, nice pick. Yeah. So I actually have a timer
Oh,
because
do you? Okay.
I was preparing for this and just like future reading sprints because you can
Yeah.
like share your screen. So I'm going to get that up.
I'm really
Never done this
excited
before.
because oh, perfect, okay. I've hardly read anything so far this month, so this is perfect to get some reading in.
I think it'll be perfect.
Oh, wow, this is great.
Yeah, so it's set for 30 minutes, and let's just see. I just want to get to like what people have said. I'm reading The Bride Test by Helen Huang. I've seen that everywhere.
Me too.
It looks so good.
It does.
It does.
Am I thinking of the right thing? Is that part of the Kiss Quotient series, or am I thinking of something different? I don't know.
I don't know.
Mm,
Maybe you could let us know,
yeah.
Charmaine. So thrift. I want to add it to my Goodreads, and it's already on it. Yes. Yes. Kayla, I am rereading A Court of Mist and Fury.
That's a big book.
Yeah, it's like its own like world, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you read those books? I haven't read them.
I read the first one. I'm not a big fantasy reader, though, I do have to say. I don't know why, but yeah, I only read the first.
Yeah, I read the first chapter of one of them, but yeah. Yeah, I didn't like it enough to kind of invest in it, I
Yeah,
think.
you really, and like if you're gonna read that series, it's definitely an investment because, yeah.
Definitely. So yes, it's book 2. Angela, I finished The Great Gatsby, so I'm starting The Chosen and the Beautiful. Yay! That is our Angela is one of our co-hosts for or one of our book club members,
Oh, nice.
book
Okay.
club hosts. And I have The Chosen and the Beautiful right here. So in our book club, we're reading this book this
Oh,
month.
yes. Okay.
Yes.
I saw that at Barnes& Noble.
Yeah, it's I've already read it. I don't want to spoil it for Angela, but I will just say like it's a good book. I would say so. Have you read The Great Gatsby?
No, I haven't. I really haven't read that many classics, but I would like to.
It's a very short one.
Mm,
Very short. I'm reading Origin in Death by J.D. Robb / Nora Roberts. I see Nora Roberts like I see her everywhere, but I haven't read any yet.
yeah, me neither. Let's see. What genre does she write? Is it mystery
Um,
or?
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Maybe you
can't
could let
remember.
us know. And Angela, we're talking to the author too. Yes, we have the author for The Chosen and the Beautiful. So
What?
Nevo. Yeah,
That's so cool.
I know. She's going to join us, and we're really excited that she's going to join us for this month. Our live show is October the 1st.
I will definitely have to watch that, whether I read the book or not. That's so cool.
Yeah, she's gonna be there, and it's like we're just so excited. And the book that we're reading in October is called The Inheritance of Orchieta Divina, and the author is also joining us.
Wow,
Yeah.
look at you
So
guys. That is so cool.
I couldn't get Alex
Oh,
Michaelides, but yeah, he was on vacation in Greece.
oh, lucky.
Oh, I want to read that book. The was it Love and Olives?
Yes.
I've seen that on your Bookstagram.
Yeah, was that the first book I read this year? I think it was. It was very, very good.
30 futuristic suspense thrillers. Thank you for letting us know what Nora writes. Okay, so I would say grab your books. If your cat comes, then great. If not, that's okay too. Olivia has just fled and hopefully she'll come back later.
I know, I'm hoping that Hugo will come back too.
Okay, and so if you're ready, I just usually will mute my mic. Usually, I've only done one of these,
Okay.
but I'll usually just like mute my mic and then I'll put the timer on.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds good. Okay, and this on. And I'll start the timer in like in like a second. Okay. Okay, so we're reading for 30 minutes.
Oh, really quick, does it make a noise when it ends?
When it ends? No,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Should I set a timer on my phone just so I know, like, when the 30 minutes is up?
Sure.
Okay, so that way I'm not just, like, lost in it, and then I'm like, "Oh, you guys are waiting."
That's actually really smart. I should do that too.
Okay. I'm like, I don't wanna just, like, get lost in it and not realize. Okay. So,
'Cause with that book too, that can totally happen.
yeah. Okay, so
Oh,
I'll just set my phone timer when you set that so that I'll know when.
okay. Happy reading.
Okay.
Okay. How did it go?
It was good, and Hugo ended up joining me, so that's good.
Oh my gosh, hi Hugo.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, it
Oh
was
my,
really good. How was your reading?
oh, I was just like, it's so good.
It's
Like
good.
it's so good. Like, oh, I just love it. It's really good so far.
That's awesome. That went by so fast. Like, I feel like we read for like 5 minutes. No joke.
Oh, that's really, really good though. That's really, really good. That like I find that when these like reading sprints happen,
Hmm.
like and again, I've only actually like been at one before.
Yeah.
But like I've watched other people's and like it just goes by so like quickly.
Yeah, there's something so different about reading with someone else. Like, it just makes it, I don't know, like, it's a different experience. It makes it so much faster. It's so weird.
Cause you yeah, totally. And like usually I'm a very, very like slow reader. But
Hmm.
I think I've read okay, let's see. So 60 I read 25 pages.
That's awesome.
And like usually that would not happen.
Wow, that's so weird. There's a weird, like, science to it, I guess. I don't know.
It maybe and also too because it's called sprints.
True.
Maybe. Oh my gosh, I love seeing Hugo. He's just like the cutest.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see how did everyone's reading go?
Yeah, I'm so interested to see how it went for everyone.
So Kristen, I had to pop away for a minute, but I'm starting off my autumn reading with We Have Always Lived in the Castle. That sounds really good.
Yeah, I like that title.
Same. Angela, why did no one tell me this book has magic? Oh, I think she's talking about The Chosen and the Beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's like is it magical realism? Angela, would you say that? I think it's like it kind of like goes into like fantasy a little bit, I would say.
Ooh.
Yeah. But it's a great Gatsby retelling and I think that that sort of just adds like another like layer to it.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
Kayla, it was so fun to read all together. Oh, I'm so happy.
I know. I totally agree. Like, that was awesome.
Oh, Olivia, now you're joining. Come on. Hello. She looks like she's just had like a big cat nap. Come
Aww.
on.
Did she just meow?
Yeah, come on. Up. We talk a lot with each other.
That's so
Come
cute.
on. Up.
Come on, Olivia.
Come
Come on.
on. Oh. You want some of this one?
I've
Sneezy
got to
too.
get those.
Olivia loves them so. Oh, and she's right here.
There she goes. Oh, look
Yeah,
at her.
there she is.
Oh, look at her. She's so stinking cute.
Yeah. She loves this so much. She loves the squeezy.
It's so cute. It's like a cat popsicle. Oh.
Charmaine, I got 9%. Olivia, don't bite it. I got 9% further in my ebook. Thank you
Yay!
both for this reading sprint. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy, Charmaine.
I feel like that's a good like chunk of percentage in 30 minutes.
Yeah, how was this 30 minutes? How was that a 30-minute sprint? Oh my
Right?
gosh. Angela, I know I felt the same way. Right? I am shooketh.
Shook it.
Emily. Hi, Emily. How's it going? I jumped in late but got a few pages of Akotar read. Oh, that's so great.
Yay! Even just a few pages is like such a good feeling.
Yes, exactly. It's progress.
Yes.
Angela, so far I would say magical realism, and I am psyched. Yeah. I'm happy that I'm happy you're psyched about the book. Thrifty, 17 pages. It's pretty planned. Starting off hoping it picks up soon. I hope so. Sometimes
Oh,
that happens. At first
yeah,
it's a little bit bland, and then you stick with it and it ends up being really, really good.
true.
Kayla, no
Wow.
way. No freaking no way. I read about 50 pages in my book during the sprint. That's amazing.
That is so amazing.
Oh my gosh, that's like a huge percentage of a book.
It really is. Yeah. Yeah, I
Olivia.
like flew through the first couple of pages of chapter 6 because it was like a bunch of text bubbles. So it was just like really quick, like the first couple pages, because it was just like text messages.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that helped me like get a lot of pages in.
Who were the texts between?
It was it was Olive and her sister, and then Olive and her cousin Diego.
Oh.
I love Diego.
I remember loving Diego as well.
So funny.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
Oh, Charmaine, wow, Kayla. Yeah, Kayla, you are a sprinter.
Yeah, that's really, really good.
I'm so amazed by that. It takes me forever to read 50 pages. Okay. Are you just gonna lick my finger?
She loves it.
She loves it so much.
Oh, Harold sees Olivia on the screen. He's like, "Oh my gosh, it looks like Margot."
What is it? Oh my gosh.
He wants to see her.
See.
Hi.
Whoa, hey. Oh my
Olivia.
gosh.
Doesn't she look like
That's so scary. Like, it's so crazy. Oh, everything, like the paws.
I know.
Yes.
Oh
They
my.
look so similar. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Yeah, they really look so similar. And there's been some like photographs where I'm like, this is like Olivia. It's so crazy.
That yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, so similar. Olivia, I think she's probably a Norwegian forest cat.
Yeah.
And Margot, she definitely looks like a Siberian.
Yeah, that is why we went with a Siberian breeder for Hugo. Yeah, so.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And Siberians are just they're awesome cats.
Yeah, they are like I feel like Siberians and Norwegians are probably pretty similar in temperament.
Yeah, I think they are. They're very similar. The only difference is like a little bit in their face shape, and like they have the tufts. Like I think Siberians can have the tufts as well,
Yeah.
but Olivia, she has a little bit of a more like almond eye kind of shape.
Oh, and not like because Margot had like the really round like.
Yeah, my cat Jasmine, her eyes were just like circles.
Yeah, that's
very, very round.
Yeah.
Well, I'll leave you to it.
Okay.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
Aw.
Yeah, it's so crazy how similar they look. And like Olivia though, she's very, very timid. She's very timid, and she is also like very like I would say like not clingy, but like she's always around like me in some sort of capacity. Like either she's like hovering around, or was Margot similar?
Margot, she Harold's holding Hugo. Margot was she was pretty brave. And she was pretty clingy. Like she had a schedule with me. Like she would go to bed with me and was pretty clingy, like around bedtime and stuff. Like I would literally use her as a pillow. But like during the day, she could be a little independent. She loved our screened-in porch. Like she loved to be outside, especially in the snow. Like
Oh,
she
yes.
loved like the colder months. But yeah, she was very social, and yeah.
She
So
sounds very similar to my cat, Jasmine. She was
really,
definitely very, yeah, like very, very brave, a
yeah,
little, like a little feisty
yeah.
sometimes, like a total, like, I think like Olivia is more like a princess and Jasmine was more like a queen. Like
Oh yeah.
she just like ruled the house.
I totally understand that, like the different energy, because like Ellie is like queen energy, like 100%. Like she is like she rules the house. I think also it comes with like we had her first, so she was like the first one. You know what I mean? But
I didn't know that.
oh, really? Yeah. So yeah, we got Ellie when we first got married, so she was like our first baby, and
Aw.
so yeah.
And then was it Margot and then Luna?
We had Ellie, and then wow, I cannot even remember like the timeline. We also had a cat named Aria. We adopted her from the shelter, but she was very, very old, and she was also sick.
Aw.
We only had her for maybe a year or two. It
Mhm.
wasn't super long, but yeah, I can't remember if we got Aria next. But Ellie, I don't know. It was like Ellie, Aria, and then Margot, and then
Yeah.
Luna, and then Hugo. I was like trying to remember, but yeah.
Yeah, it's so cute. And like I wish that I had like 3 cats
Yeah.
or 4 or 5,
Right?
but like the limit does not exist.
True.
Yeah, basically. But Olivia, she's too like I don't want to disrupt her. I think
Yeah.
that it would be kind of disruptive to her if we had more probably.
Yeah.
But I used to volunteer at a rescue and almost every day I would come home and be like, I want this cat.
That would be really hard to work there and not bring one home.
Yeah, you definitely want to like bring one home like every day
Yeah.
that
Oh
you're
man.
there. Olivia, your tail.
Come here, you go. He is so hyper. He's been sleeping in our bathroom sink. That's like his new thing. And he slept there for like hours. So now he's like hyper.
Oh my gosh. Sometimes Olivia will like she'll do something like similar, like she'll sleep during the day and then at night it's like, hello.
The zoomies.
Oh, but does he have like quite a bit of energy? He seems like he does.
Yes, he's insane. But I mean, he still is very young, so that makes sense. But yeah, he's insane.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He's just so cute. And I love like the reels that you've made with him.
Thank
They are
you.
so adorable. I want all of them. Like I want I want all the Hugo reels.
Oh, I love your reels of Olivia too. So cute. It's all the cat
She
content. Oh my gosh, when I posted on Instagram, I was like, just let me know what you guys want to see for Vlogtober. I saw your response. You're like cat content. I was like, that I can do. I can provide all of that.
have you ever like Olivia, I don't think I can do this, but she does have like a Halloween like collar that like she
Oh,
will
really?
sometimes wear to be festive, but I won't put her through like getting a costume because she would just be miserable. Like she would just hate it.
We so my mother-in-law, she dresses up her cats and that's my kind of woman.
Oh yes.
I love Harold's mom. So she gave us a cat sweater for Ellie, and we put it on Ellie, and her arms went so stiff. She was like, I was like, you can move your arms in that.
Oh
She was so scared. I was like, okay.
It's funny how it will just like go. And Olivia, she will do like a sweater,
Oh, she
like
will?
kind of like a sweater vest, but
Hmm.
it's so funny because it like kind of she's fluffy, right? So like
Yeah.
it will she's self-conscious, but like because she knows I'm talking about her. Um but like the sweater will just be like kind of tight and then it'll just be like fluffy with like just bursting out like from like the top and the sides and like
That's
it'll
so
just show
funny.
her like we call it her bib. Like she has like a little mane and we
Yeah.
like trim it in the some my partner Ben, he trims it
Yeah.
and then it just like grows back in like no time. So right now she's like full on bib,
That's so
full
cute.
on.
That's how
Yeah.
Ellie is. Hers gets so long, it like gets like in the water, like when she's drinking water, like it'll get in the
Yes.
water. And we call it her scarf. And yeah,
I love it.
it reminds me of like, remember when like infinity scarves were a thing?
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of. So, but yeah, hers gets really long too. Yeah.
That's so cute. Did Margot have a bib?
Not too much, really, which is
She's kind of
weird.
more like medium, right? Kind of
Yeah,
like
like it wasn't
medium.
it wasn't like Ellie's where hers gets in the way. I feel like Margot's wasn't really like that. She had
Was it?
fluff like on her sides, like right at her
Yeah.
the sides of her stomach when she would sit. She like so cute.
She's so cute. Like she looked like a little fluff ball, like a fuzz ball.
Yes, it was just all on the sides of her. I love
So
that.
cute. Okay, so I think um that's pretty much all I have for the reading sprint. I mean, unless you want to do one more, which I know it's probably late for you, unless you'd want to.
I mean, if you want to, that's totally fine. It's only 9:30 here, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Sure.
So
So, yeah, let's do another one.
yeah, let's do
Okay,
it.
let's just get some reading done.
Sounds good to me. Oh, let me set my timer again. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Kayla, Kayla, teach me your skills.
I'm gonna shoot
Literally, I
50.
cannot. Okay, so I just want to ask everyone. So we're going to do another 30-minute reading sprint, so similar to before. So just make sure that you have your book around, make sure that you're ready to like sprint with us, and I will get the timer up and I'll let you know when I have it. It's so cool that I can like have like a timer. Like I made the timer on Canva
Oh, nice.
and I just put like pictures of Olivia like all around like a timer.
I love it.
Okay. Let's see. Is there a new comment? Let's see. Thrifty sounds good. I got my coffee and snacks. Perfect.
Yes. Hey,
Hi,
Olivia.
Olivia. Hi, Olivia. From one Olivia to another.
Right?
Thanks
Great
for
name.
joining us. Kayla, LOL, it's just my natural ability. Sorry.
That's the best ability to have.
It's like a magical ability.
It's a superpower.
Okay, so I'm going to rewind it. And ready?
Yes.
Okay, happy reading. Okay, how did it go?
So good.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this book is so good.
It really is.
Yeah. How
I
did yours
remember
go?
loving it. Oh, mine went really good.
Good.
There's this character in the book, and for some reason, sometimes like when, like you read a book, you'll think of certain people
Right?
who like represent certain like others.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this one character in the book, and it's one of the girls like friends, and she reminds me of like Paris Hilton. It's so then whenever like I like will listen, well, whenever she's like in here, like I always have her voice in my head, which is so funny.
That is so funny. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, like Paris Hilton, or like she just says like the funniest like things that just
Yeah.
remind, I can't even like, I just always like think of her.
Yeah. That's
Oh
so
my
funny.
gosh. I love
Oh,
it. See, how did everyone's reading go?
yeah.
Pumpkin cold. I've never had pumpkin cold brew.
Oh, it's so good.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
Unsweetened cold brew is great. I like adding milk and creamer to it. Oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah, it does.
The bride test is really interesting so far. I'm at the 38% mark. Oh, that's awesome. I hope I can finish it this weekend. The sprint really helped. Thank you. I'm so
Oh,
happy.
I am too. It definitely
I'm
helped
so
me as well.
happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely like boosted like
Yeah.
the reading. Oh my gosh.
I think no, I'm not quite at halfway, but almost there.
I love getting to the halfway point and just like seeing the crease like down the middle. I don't know what it is, but after that, I just feel like, yes, I'll continue with this book.
I know. I feel like it's so easy to like binge the second half. You're like, well, I'm already halfway through, so might as well just finish it.
Yeah, and usually if
Mhm.
you get to that point, it's like it's probably like a good book to finish, or at least you want to know how it finishes.
Definitely.
Thrifty,
Oh,
16 pages, still going really bland.
I forget which book are you reading? I forget.
Yeah, what is it called again?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the worst.
When you just keep going and it's still bland.
Yeah.
Kayla, reading went so well. I didn't read anything last month, so this helped me get back into reading. Oh, I'm so
Yay!
happy.
That's awesome.
Well, you're definitely like really like doing well with your reading.
Yeah.
It's a really good start to the month.
Yeah.
I had this candle like in the background because I feel like fall so much, and it's just this one. It's pumpkin pie.
Oh, that sounds so amazing. I feel like, oh yeah, I also have a candle near me. Autumn Harvest.
Oh, that sounds so good.
It's nice, but it's kind of subtle. This isn't as strong as Bath and Body Works, but still nice.
Bath and Body Works, as long as you're like close enough by, you don't even have to burn it. You can
Yes,
smell it.
I know. I forgot that I had it was like a pumpkin spice candle from Bath and Body Works on my
Mm.
nightstand, and I woke up and I could smell it even though it wasn't even burning, and I was like, Harold, are you making cake? And he was like, what? And I was like, I smell cake. And it was my candle. And I was so disappointed that he wasn't making cake.
Oh. Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Just waking up to the smell of that, I'm like, so nice.
My parents were well, my dad is a baker.
Oh,
Like
really?
trained baker, everything. And they actually used to own their own bakery. So every morning I would wake up and like my mom or like my dad would be testing out something like in the kitchen.
Oh my gosh, what a dream.
And every morning it smelled like either like cinnamon buns or sugar cookies. Like I was a happy, happy child. Like
Yeah, that is like the dream childhood. That sounds like something out of a storybook.
basically was.
Aw.
So thrifty, origin and death.
Oh,
Right.
that's right.
Right.
Well, hopefully it picks up.
I hope so. Sometimes I'll get to a point. It's usually like around the halfway point. Like if I'm not liking it by
Mhm.
then sometimes you'll just like naturally like put it down or and like not pick it up. But I'm really hoping that it picks up.
Yeah, me too.
Kayla, I had pumpkin spice latte candle burning.
Yes, I love it.
Like September I feel like okay, like this summer, I just felt like before like August, like everyone was just waiting to like play like August by Taylor Swift.
Mhm. Yep,
And like now, like everyone's just like, ever since then, it's like August slipped away and now
yep,
we are just into fall. Like we are in September, it is fall. That is the rule.
yep, that is absolutely the rule.
Angela, I go for spooky rather than fall. So I've got ghostly castle burning.
Ooh,
What does it smell like?
yeah, please tell us. I'm interested.
Does
Ghostly
it
Castle, I'm picturing, like, maybe more of a I
like
don't know.
musky?
Yeah, like a spicy kinda yeah. Mhm. That
That's what
sounds
I kind of like think as well.
switching it up, I like that.
Thrifty, I put hazelnut creamer and a bit of agave. So good.
Ooh,
Oh
I love
yeah.
hazelnut. Mhm.
You had me at agave.
I've never had that, actually.
It's nice.
Mm.
It's a really nice like sweetener. I'm giving it a few more chapters. I'm not scared to DNF.
I love that, though. I think I definitely used to be scared to DNF, and nowadays I'm, like, not as scared. I think it's a good thing.
I think so too. I think so too.
Yeah.
I am just curious, Angela, if you're still here, let me know how you're liking your book. Let's see. Oh, Angela from Spireside Candles, musty carpets, dusty furnishings, graveyard grasses. I also get a hint of vanilla.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That is such a vibe.
That totally is. I love the hint of vanilla.
Right?
It's just like offsets and just like compliments and just like I think yeah, that would be nice to like burn when reading like a spooky book, like a
I
spooky
was
book.
Yes, I was thinking the same exact thing. I was like, if I had that candle when I was reading The Guest List by Lucy Foley, that would have gone so perfectly with that.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. Did you really like the guest list?
Yes, I still think about it.
Really?
I really enjoyed it. It was so atmospheric. It was in Ireland. It was like in like a big like castle, and it was so good.
In a castle?
Yeah, it was like it was like a wedding, so they were having the wedding in this like big like castle, but it was like a kind of a creepy setting. Oh, it
I
was so
love
good.
it. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Charmaine, thank you. I'll have to try that cold brew combo. Plus, life is too short to read bad books. Totally. So that's a
Yeah.
great positive attitude you have.
That
I
is great.
definitely agree.
I do too. Yeah. I don't know why I used to be so scared of DNFing. I guess I felt bad, but then, I mean, as you get older, I think you just really learn your reading taste, and you just know what you like.
Honestly, and like I think that like sort of I don't know if you feel this way too, but I'm much more able to find books that like I'll rate higher
Yeah.
or I'll enjoy now more than I used to.
Yes, I agree with that. I I think I don't know. I think also, and this has helped so much, like Goodreads, like reading reviews and like
Yes.
that helps a lot when book shopping. Cause I remember like back in the day, I never really used the internet as like a resource. I would just buy books, like not knowing anything about it.
Yeah, totally.
So it's helpful. That and like Bookstagram is helpful too when you have like people you follow that have similar taste. And so if they like it, most likely you will probably like it too.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
And, like, I find too that, like, when I was in high school, like, I didn't have very many other friends that, like, used to read, like, as much as I did or even in university. So, like, at least, like, social media and having, like, Bookstagram and, like, BookTube, it kind of helps,
Yeah.
like, kind of a ton, though.
Yeah, it does. It really does. I'm so thankful for it.
Hilarious, Angela, the candle. That candle. I think it's especially neat to read after okay, so The Chosen and the Beautiful,
Mhm.
this one. So, I think it's especially neat to read after The Great Gatsby because it's the exact scenes mentioned, so it makes it neater to read it, to see it from Jordan's perspective. So far, I am super intrigued.
Mm.
I love that aspect about this book as well.
So
Loved it.
would you recommend reading The Great Gatsby first before reading that?
I would say that if you read The Great Gatsby and if you enjoy it, or
Mhm.
even watch the movie The Great Gatsby, like, you know, the one with, Leonardo DiCaprio?
Right.
Like, do one of those, and if you enjoy those, either one, then you're probably going to enjoy this.
Okay.
So I would say, like, read The Great Gatsby first.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's not necessary. I think it just maybe enhances it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Angela, what can I say? I'm all about the spooky. Yes.
I love it.
Olivia, she's just like she's like a flat lay on the bed right now.
Yeah, Hugo's asleep on the couch. So they're with us, just not in frame, but
Exactly.
they kind of understood the assignment. Kind of.
Kind of showed up, you know,
Yeah.
showed up. So full disclosure, I think The Great Gatsby isn't good, but so far The Chosen and the Beautiful is.
Oh, interesting.
Mhm. I will say that I actually liked The Chosen and the Beautiful more than The Great Gatsby.
Wow.
Mm. So you don't have to like The Great Gatsby, but it's kind of necessary to know the story. Yeah, I think you, like, appreciate it quite a bit more.
Makes sense.
I love retellings.
I do too. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not sure if you'd want to do another or if we want to just, like, wrap it up. What do you think?
It doesn't matter to me. I will have to grab my charger for my laptop if we do another. So,
Okay. I'm up for doing another one. I'm
okay.
probably gonna have to take like 5-second break and then come back and then we'll do another one.
Yeah, we can take like a quick little break and then meet back.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just gonna put like a little banner here.
Okay.
Okay. Taking a quick break.
Oh, that's so neat.
I know, I just like learned how to do all of this. Like,
Such a great
um,
setup.
Yeah, I just, like, was learning how I just taught myself to do it. Thrifty, yes, another one. Okay,
I
okay.
love it. It feels like a book sleepover or something, like we're all just staying up late to, like, read. I love it.
I love it too. Okay, I'll be back.
Okay, me too. Hi.
Hello, Nina. Yes. Oh.
I'm just posting on my Instagram story really quick to see if anybody else wants to join in.
Oh, I should do that as well.
Yeah, just because they may think they already missed it. So
Good call.
yeah, I was like, I'll just take this opportunity to let everyone know.
Did you post it?
I haven't posted it yet. Currently.
Tag me and I'll repost it.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, good idea. Because, like, I know that I do a lot of reading, like, later in the day.
Yes, me too.
Sort of the best time because it's quiet and you can, like, focus.
Definitely. I love to think of myself as like a morning reader. Like sometimes I will get up and like read on the screen and porch. Like that's my favorite thing to do, but in reality I do most of my reading at night. So,
I totally get it.
yeah.
Totally get it. Okay, let's see.
Okay, hold on. I just need to copy the link.
Olivia. Oh my gosh, she's just like, this is like the time of day. Like she's always super cuddly, but like she gets very cuddly around this time of day.
Oh, so sweet. Yeah, I just want to make sure I have the link right. Yes.
Oh yeah, sure. Hi, Margaret. Just answer a couple of things here. So hi, Margaret. Okay, so Angela asked about favorite retellings. So my favorite retelling is, well, there's a whole bunch, but this author, Christina Henry, she's written Lost Boy, and she's also written, which is a Peter Pan retelling through the perspective of Captain Hook.
Ooh.
I loved it so much. I can't even describe how much I loved it. It's one of my favorites. And bye, Olivia. And and then another like favorite that I have is by Christina Henry, the same author. It's called Alice. So it's a very, very dark Alice in Wonderland retelling, but like it's like horror for sure, and it has very sensitive like subject matter as well, but it's like 5-star, one of my favorite books.
Wow.
Yeah. How about you?
For retellings?
Yes.
I really liked Geekerella from what I remember. It has been a long time, but I am about to do a reread of it.
I haven't read that one yet.
It's really cute. Yeah.
Like Cinderella, right?
Yeah, so I discovered that book through Jesse the Reader.
Yes.
Yeah, so he really enjoyed that, and he said that it was a good like representation of like fandom, and I love that. So yeah, I read that like a couple of years ago. So, but I do remember really enjoying that, and
Yes.
I can't think of any others off the top of my head, but yeah.
And there's a whole bunch too that I want to read. I also can't think of them all off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But there's just so many. Have you read The Cinder?
Oh, actually, yeah, I did listen to the audiobook, and I don't know if it was the experience of the audiobook or not, but I wasn't super into it because I know sometimes narrators can influence like your experience.
Can totally influence.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so maybe that's what it is.
That could have been it. Yeah.
But I mean, I did find that I didn't really, like, I wasn't as compelled to it as I wanted to be.
Yeah, I know. I hate that when you like really want to love a book,
but the idea of it was really great.
It was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Angela, I loved Lost Boy too, Sarah. Yes. It was so good. It's also kind of like I would say it's also dark, but it's, I think, way more accessible than, it's just kind of like dark and sad, I think.
Mm.
Like kind of sad because like, you know, you grow up thinking of Peter Pan as the hero, not the villain. So this sort of shows Peter Pan as a villain.
Ooh,
So yeah,
interesting.
yeah. Or at least you start to see him as one. Margaret, my favorite retellings are probably the ones I don't realize are retellings. It just seems like an inevitable ending.
Mm.
Interesting. Cool. Okay. So I've posted
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. Narrators are critical to my enjoyment of an audiobook. Totally.
Yeah. Agreed.
Totally. They can make or break for me.
I do feel like for the most part, I've enjoyed almost every narrator, which is good. There's just been a few.
Yeah, it happens very seldomly.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one recently that I listened to, and I cannot remember what it was, but I was just like, no. Oh, have you heard of the Get a Life Chloe Brown books?
Yeah, I have. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say that the actual physical book is way better than the narration because it's narrated by like someone who like I just couldn't for whatever reason like she did a good job, but I
Yeah.
just for whatever reason like didn't really like picture like the narrator to yeah. So I like the actual physical book better.
Yeah, that does happen sometimes.
And the Nevermore one is really good. And also the one for the Song of Achilles. Have you heard of the Song of Achilles?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, it's what's his name? The Greek guy.
Yeah.
Achilles. He's in the title of the book.
It's okay. I don't know a lot about like that stuff, so it's okay.
It's about him. Oh no, I have Chloe Brown on audio.
But you might like it, you know?
Yeah, just because I don't doesn't and it's not that I like well, I kind of didn't, but you may really like it. So
Yeah. Still give it a shot.
um so what page are you on?
That's a good question. 184.
184. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Let me see what page I started at. Like when we first started our first sprint. Well, where's that? 91. Wow, that's good.
Wait, 91 to what?
91 to 184.
Holy! Did you read like?
But I will say, like when I first started, see, like a lot of that is just text bubbles, and that was like the first couple, like that helped.
Still, you were like getting through.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to tell Taylor since I'm buddy reading this with her. I'll be like, yeah, I got to like chapter whatever.
And are you trying to keep up with each other for chapters?
So we're pretty just like go with the flow with our buddy reads. If we happen to read like a couple of chapters, we'll just like let each other know, and then we'll wait like till the person gets caught up to go any further. But we're pretty go with the flow.
Sounds good. Oh, you're really progressing through it, which is great.
Yeah, I didn't even realize.
So, I do this thing with my books where I kind of tab it almost with the book jacket.
Yeah.
I think that might like kind of ruin the dust jacket, but it gives a use of them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to track and see like where we started
Yeah.
versus where we'll end up.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah.
Yes, we all have different tastes. My current bland book has 4.3 stars on Goodreads, and I'm possibly going to DNF it. You know, sometimes that happens, like, with
Yeah.
Goodreads. It doesn't happen that often, but sometimes it'll be, like, a 4.3 or 4.4, and I'll be like, "What am I missing?"
I know. Yeah. That has
Yeah.
happened to me before. I'm like, "Wait, what?"
All of you are doing great with the sprints. Any amount of pages read is progress. Yes,
Yes, 100%.
totally agree with that.
If it weren't for these sprints, I wouldn't have read any, so
Yeah, it's funny how the night can just kind of like or the day can go by, and then you're like, "I haven't read yet
Yeah.
anything today."
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to check the social media. Oh, yes, I love the sprints. They are so motivating. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yes.
There's a book called A Little Life, and during like Christmas time, I remember like I think the book is like 700 pages or something like that, but like I read it like during like reading sprints, and like where before I think I would just be like kind of intimidated by a book. And I think the thing is like with 700 like a book that's 700 pages, it's just like what if you get to like 4/5 of the way through and you don't like it? And
That's
it's like you've read all of that, right?
Yeah, you invest a lot of time in a book that long. Like, that's definitely
That's why I'm not brave enough to use your pages
Oh,
read per day template, Sarah. Aw.
no.
I didn't read at all yesterday.
I haven't read it all this month.
0. Like, just, like, any little thing is like a little boost, a
Yes.
little boost,
And,
and
some days are different than others, and that's totally fine.
totally. Okay, shall we read?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get the timer going.
Okay, let me get it on my phone. Okay.
And I think for me, this will have to be the last sprint.
Yeah, that works for me because I don't want to get too far ahead of Taylor for everybody read. So that works.
Okay, this is exciting, doing our last sprint. And good luck, everyone. I think that, well, I'm hoping that you read some good content, some good pages. And yes, we shall read.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah, timer.
Yeah. That really helps to have it on the phone too.
It really does. Okay, I'm just going to put my timer on. And 3, 2, 1, and start. Good luck. So how'd it go?
So good.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh my gosh, I got to a part where I like learned like so much information at once, and I was just like, what? So I'm like processing.
Oh, I think you're getting into the thick of it then.
Definitely. Like I learned
Yes.
a lot. And I
Oh,
think
that's so good.
yeah, I think I'm past the halfway point, or maybe yeah. Or
I think yeah. It looks like it looks like it.
oh wow. I'm shook. Okay.
I also got to a point too, in my reading where I'm just like also shook.
Yeah.
There's another development, and yeah, I'm worried because like after a reading sprint, I'm
Yeah.
worried that I'm gonna like stay up like all night reading this.
I know that's what I want to do too.
But I don't know if I should, but I want to.
I feel like once you sit with a book long enough, you're just like really like lost in it, and then you just have to keep going. Like once you get
Especially
the
when
momentum going.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
And there's like a tunnel, and there's like a secret tunnel, and I need to know like what's happening, and there's these developments happening. Oh, let's just see. Thrifty. So 14 pages. It was more engaging, although it just may be due to a smutty scene in this chapter. We'll see how it unfolds.
That's so
Well,
funny.
sounds spicy.
I was gonna say that too.
Let's just join. What are you girls reading? So, Abigail, do you want to go first?
Okay. I am reading The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. It's like an enemies to lovers and like a fake dating rom-com. So
Yes. And you're currently enjoying it?
I am really loving it. And yeah, so it's like I want to talk about it so badly, but obviously spoilers, but it's very, very good.
That's how I feel with this one. And it's just like when you discover some juicy information, you just want to like talk about it.
Yes, it's like I have to tell someone.
So I'm reading The Night She Disappeared by Lisa Jewell. So this is a thriller, which is very different from Abigail's like romance that she's currently reading. And it's so good. Like so good. I'm just loving it. I might end up staying up all night reading it. We'll see. Charmaine, I'm almost halfway done with my book. These reading sprints really helped because earlier today I had barely started the book.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy hearing that. I'm reading Normal People. That's by Sally Rooney. Have you heard of it?
I don't think so.
So it's like I know nothing about it, but I've
So it's like this. I actually don't know.
but I've heard like people love it. Like one of my friends, Laura, who's one of the book club hosts, she read that book and it's like one of her favorite books.
Mm.
So I hope that you enjoy it, Bailey. Parker, what are you girls reading?
Hi,
So,
Parker.
so yeah, The Night She Disappeared and The Unhoneymooners.
Two totally different worlds.
Yes. Latte Knits. Abigail, I enjoyed that book so much.
I'm so glad. I am also very much enjoying it.
The banter. I love the banter.
I live for it. Like this is probably the like the most like witty banter I've ever read in a book. Like it's so quick.
Is that your first Christina Lauren?
Yeah.
I haven't read anything else by Christina Lauren, but a lot of people that I've talked to that read like quite a bit of her works, like say that that's like their favorite.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
That makes sense because that is the one I've heard of the most.
Mhm. And I just love the cover.
I know, it's so fun. I
It's
also
like,
want to read In a Holidays, like her Christmas book.
yeah, during Christmas.
I think I'll read that one this year. So, yeah.
I I can sense like a potential buddy read.
Taylor and I have already talked about it. We're like, what are we going to do after this book? It's so good. And I was like, we should read her Christmas one, like during December.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm reading Origin and Death by J.D. Robb and Nora Roberts. Normal People is on my TBR. Yes. Lisa, can you tell me/us a bit of what it's about, Sarah? I'm looking for thrillers/mystery story things to read this fall. Okay, so this thriller basically takes place when after the disappearance of a couple. So it's interesting because a woman named Sophie, she ends up moving to the place where they went missing. So sort of around there. And then she goes into her backyard one day and she sees this sign that says, dig here. Like there's a sign for her that's like saying, dig here. And basically that's sort of what you should know going into it. It's a thriller. It's very compelling. It sort of shows different like timelines, and you find out little hints of what's going on as you read through it. And it's just it's really really good. I'm really loving it so far. Like it's the type of book that you read and then you just open it and you're like, how the heck did I read so many pages?
That's when you know it's good.
Exactly. Jordan, I'm currently reading Eclipse and Will Always Have Summer.
I love both of those.
Is Eclipse I'm so sorry. Is Eclipse Twilight?
Yes, it's the third
Uh,
one. Yep.
I see. Jessa, on mute because I'm listening to my audiobook, The Ghost and Mrs. McClure. That sounds
Ooh.
really good.
Yeah.
Latinx, I found a used copy of In a Holidays finally, and I'm saving it for the holiday season.
Yes. I love that.
I'm sure it'll be like, oh, it sounds really good.
Yeah, it does.
I remember nothing of it, but it sounded very good
I know,
when
right?
I
It's
heard
like,
it.
I couldn't tell you the plot, but it's written by Christina Lauren, so it's gonna be good.
Did you know Christina Lauren, you probably know this, that they're two authors?
My friend was telling me something about that, and I totally forgot actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did hear that though.
Yeah, one's Christina and the other is Lauren.
I love that.
Isn't
It's
that
so weird though,
so?
because it's so like seamless. You would never know like different writing styles or anything. It's very like the same.
Like, how do they manage to do that?
I don't know. It's very consistent, so I completely forgot about that.
Angela, for responsible adult reasons, I'm not going to tell you that you should stay up finishing your book, but I'm also not going to tell you that. Very tempting. Very, very tempting. Lisa, I personally am currently reading Atomic Habits because of how highly Abigail talked about it this year. And P.S. I love you, which I know you borrowed, Abigail. Did you like it?
P.S. I Love You. That's the second book. Or no, is P.S. I Love You the second book in To All the Boys I Loved Before? Or is that P.S. I Still Love You?
I haven't read this series.
If it's the second book in To All the Boys I Loved Before, then yes, I absolutely love it. I love all of the books in that trilogy. They're like my ultimate like comfort reads. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard that you really liked Atomic Habits.
I love Atomic Habits. Yes, I go back to it a lot. Like sometimes I'll just go through certain sections that I tabbed off just to get motivation again. I think it's a very like practical approach to like creating habits, and the whole idea of like habits and stuff like fascinates me because that's like your life, you know? So I think it's really, really good.
I love it. Getting like a morning routine, getting a night routine, I'm like all over that too.
Yeah. Oh, well, we are type 1s, so that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Jennifer, I'm reading Small Favors. Has quite a bit of the Village vibe. I don't know what the Village is. Is that a book?
Or is that a movie? I feel like I saw a scary movie called that once, but I could be wrong.
Oh. Charmaine, and I'm reading The Bride Test by Helen Huang. Jordan, Will Always Have Summer is on my TBR for this upcoming week.
So good.
Nice. In a Holidays is a fun book. I read it last winter.
Yay.
Oh yeah, it's like a groundhog day kind of thing, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ooh.
Same day repeats. Yes.
Okay. I've
Yes.
read a book like that before, or maybe 2 books like that, and I really enjoyed it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't actually mention that in the back. Oh, it does. It's like right there. What the heck? That's
Oh
wild.
my gosh.
Christina Lauren is the combined pen name of longtime writing partners / besties, Christina Hobbs and Lauren Billings.
I love
Insane.
that. Oh, I love that. That's just so cute.
Wow. I feel like that's meant to be for them. Like they do it so well.
And they do that banter. I wondered when I was reading it, and I don't really remember when I found out. I think it was like really close to the end. And then I was like, does one person write like Ethan and the other writes like Olivia? But I don't know if that is true. I'm totally just making stuff up, but I like to think of it that way.
I do too, because that makes it so much more fun. Like real life, like banter.
Oh, that'd be so much fun. Thrifty, I'm so slow. I thought she was saying P.S. I love you, Abigail. At first, yeah, I thought the same too when I was reading it. I didn't realize it's a book. Yes, it is a book, and it took me a second to realize it too.
Oh, P.S. I love you. Yeah, see, I get confused. I'm like, there's the movie P.S. I love you, and then there's in To All the Boys I Loved Before, there's P.S. I Still Love You. So like I get confused.
They're very similar titles.
Yeah.
Maybe I miswrote this title.
Oh, and then there's that too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then there's P.S. I Like You. So I did borrow that one from the library, but I have this weird thing with library books where I hardly ever finish them before I have to return them. But I did end up finding a copy at Half Price Books, so I do own the book and I plan on finishing it. But
do you renew?
Sometimes, unless
it's hard to remember to renew.
Yeah. So
it is very difficult too.
Yeah.
I wonder if they each specialize in certain aspects. Like one is good with the atmosphere and the other on dialogue, maybe. Now I just want to like watch their like interviews because I'm sure that they exist where they talk about their process.
Yeah, that is interesting. Also, I don't know if this is true, but I heard this was going to be a movie. I don't know if that's true though. I don't know. I don't want to get everyone's like hopes up, but
I'm very open to it being a movie.
Me too.
If they decide to do it, definitely will watch it.
Me too. I hope that's true.
Oh, no problem. Okay, so we have been live for over 3 hours, but we got quite a bit done, which is great. And I'm gonna have to go. So
yeah. Well, thank you so much for having me on, and this helped tremendously, and it was so fun. So
I'm so happy that it helped.
yeah.
And I think that that's great. And if you ever want to do this in the future again, we definitely should.
Yeah, I'm totally down, especially like if you want to do it sometime the week during like the sweater weather readathon.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That would be fun. That would help. I'm like nervous about reading 5 books in a week. I'm like
I think that sprints will definitely help.
Yeah.
I really think that they will. And we can definitely schedule those and see also too if like others want to join.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll definitely talk about that.
Yeah.
I'll just read the last few. It's fun when books are adapted to movie or TV, then you can see the differences and similarities.
Yeah.
Yes. I used to love the library, but I'm such a slow reader. I would hate when I would top the maximum number of times I could read or I could renew a book. That's why I stopped using my card. You know, I like to use what I do really often with libraries is I use Libby, and I'll get the audiobook for whatever physical like copy of book that I'm getting. And sometimes I like to read them together. Or like if I'm like going for a walk outside or something, then I will just listen to it like on my way so that I'm like constantly sort of like reading the book.
That is a really good tip. That helps a ton.
It does. 3 hours, I totally missed most of it.
I cannot believe it's been 3 hours.
Me neither. Thanks for the sprints.
Well, thanks for doing them with us.
Yes.
Aw.
Thanks.
Yay.
Yes. Thanks for the reading sprints and cat discussions. All about the cats.
Yes.
Yes, we definitely are. Okay, so that's everything for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, guys.